A new year means some may choose to reevaluate the food they're eating, and there are ways to add a splash to your plate. Supermarket registered dietitian with Coburn's Amy Peterson joins us now. And good morning, Amy.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks for being with us. It sounds like you have some simple swaps to make meals easy and healthy in the new year.
I do, yes. And, as you set it up right, when it comes to the New Year's resolutions, there's a lot of them that relate to health and wellness, which I love because I love it when people invest back into themselves. However, we want these changes to be sustainable and not some resolutions that kind of fall off mid-February. So today I really wanted to, share that the two big things that you can do when you're focusing on healthy eating in the new year is one, small sustainable changes. Don't try and change everything in your diet. Just start with small changes. They'll be more sustainable in the long run. And the last thing is change your perspective so that you're all about nourishing your body, not focusing on the elimination or the restrictions.
Sure, that causes us to think differently about food. What are some tips for making eating healthier approachable?
So one of the things that I always recommend is be smart when you go to the grocery store. That's really where those habits begin. So whatever you buy at the grocery store, that's what you're setting yourself up to choose from in your pantry, your refrigerator, and your freezer. And so we have a couple different, recipes and ideas out here that will hopefully offer some inspiration that once you get home from the grocery store, here are some simple things that you can do for easy family meals and snacks.
Okay, so let's talk about those because I see you have them laid out in front of you there. We've been cooking, we've been cleaning after the holidays. Are there some easy meals that we can pull together that are also healthy?
Yes. So my favorite thing is no cook, no bake. And I think a lot of families can agree with me, especially if they have kids. But whether it's a busy weeknight or maybe even a lazy weekend, thinking about this kind of fun take on a charcuterie board, which were trending at the end of 2020, but now it's a healthy snack board. We're adding So we have some fun dips on here as well, but really thinking about what color can you add? What can you add from your fridge? But of course, don't be afraid to add in some dried fruit or even some canned fruit in there as well.
That sounds good. And then we're also talking about tacos.
Yes. So tacos, burgers, things like that are always family favorites. So what we're doing here is we're actually using a process called the blend. So we're taking a ground meat, whether it's beef, pork, chicken, whatever that might be, and we're actually going to take mushrooms, put them in the food processor until they are finely chopped. And once they're all finely chopped, for my tacos, for example, I sauteed these mushrooms in some olive oil for about 2 to 3 minutes. I tossed in my ground beef, and it made a great taco mix. But really, I had about 40% mushrooms and about 60% ground beef in there. So that allows the calories to be reduced, the saturated fat to go down, and also the sodium. But you're actually enhancing the flavor because mushrooms help provide that umami flavoring that we don't get in a lot of our other foods.
Gosh, that looks great. It's making me hungry right now. So some good tips for what people can do there at home. And what are people not eating enough of? Is there anything that we should be eating more of?
All I can say is produce. So about 9 out of 10 Americans don't eat enough produce. So think about if you want to be more plant forward, think about having a plant in the shape of fruits and vegetables. So adding color to your plate, whether it's fresh, canned, frozen, dried, thinking about just adding more produce is probably the biggest thing and probably the easiest thing to slowly start increasing into your diet into the new year.
Wonderful. Some good tips to get us started on the right foot. Thank you so much, Amy.
Thank you.